Twinkle, twinkle, little star,
He's alive!
Welcome to Where the Weird Ones Are.
Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out.
Powerful figures in Hollywood as well as powerful politicians who are in fact not human. They're reptiles or they're lizards or perhaps extraterrestrials.
I don't think it is a human. I think it's a Sasquatch.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Let's get weird.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of Where the Weird Ones Are. My name's Kevin, but you already knew that. So today I have three fantastic guests. I love all three of these people. They're wonderful, and I'll give them the floor real quick just to let you all know a little bit about themselves. So Drew, how about you tell everybody who you are, what it is you do, and where they can find you.
Hey, what's going on, guys? No, I'm just joking. Hey, hey guys, my name is Drewski. I'm with Cryptid Warfare and Conspiracies Podcast. I like long walks in the mountains, hunting for Sasquatch, and doing dogman calls. Besides that, you guys can find me on, do some like lamb voices. You guys can find me on Instagram as Cryptid Warfare, and then on Facebook, Drewski Andrew, Cryptid Warfare, and then you guys want to write me an email, it's cryptidwarfare@gmail.com, so that's where you guys can find me.
Fantastic. Awesome. Round of applause. And Janet, if you don't mind, letting the good people know who you are, what it is you do, and where they can find you.
Wow, that's a loaded question. I am your resident troublemaker in chief. I like to expose a lot of medical stuff. And the pay-for-play that goes on in the medical community. So you can find my podcast, Deplorable Nation, on every podcast platform, plus on Rumble. Or if you want to stalk me, you can find me on Instagram at Deplorable Janet, or on Twitter at NoJanet, KNOW.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's a good podcast, so you should check it out.
Thank you.
I love it. Erin. We have Erin on. If you guys are watching on the regular channel, she was just recently on. Actually, Janet was recently on as well. So, if you don't mind, Erin, letting everybody know who you are, what it is you do, and where they can find you.
All right, I'm Erin, and I am a paranormal investigator mostly, and I'm definitely a weirdo. There's all kinds of weird things I love. Oh my fucking god, hang on.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Okay, I'm gonna step over here because it feels like I'm about to die.
This guy's
I don't know
falling.
what yeah, something's flying around. I'm in Arizona, you guys, in the middle of the desert, and there is like so much wind, and there's all kinds of shit flying around. So excuse me when I run that way. But I am Erin with Patriot Paranormal, and that's pretty much what I do. But I love conspiracies. I've been a conspiracy person for pretty much most of my life. But after 9/11, that's when it kind of really did it for me. And then I started digging into everything, and they just went from there. And of course, people think I'm nuts. I have a lot of people who don't talk to me anymore. I don't care. And I just recently started a podcast called The Lighter Side of Paranormal, where we talk about the funny side of paranormal. We stay away from the spooky and scary, and we just talk about, the goofy shit that goes on in investigations, like, when you scare yourself or your teammate, or, and like, there's always pervy ghosts grabbing your butt or whatever. So we talk about that kind of fun stuff. And so that's the lighter side of paranormal. So I have two social medias, Patriot Paranormal, or the lighter side of paranormal. On everything. The only one I run is Instagram because I break literally everything. So my teammates won't let me touch all the other social media. So that's a big puppy. And yes,
Oh man.
I apologize, y'all, if I move around a lot because there's a lot of shit flying around here, and I'm like trying to dodge stuff. So bear with me.
Well, you know what? I could have found somebody else, Erin.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I was like, that was rude.
I was like, okay, this either go two ways. Either he's serious or he's joking. I'm hoping he's joking. This is going to be great. Either way, it's going to be great.
Well,
He's like, get the freak off my show.
yeah. Fuck that. I'm out.
You got to learn today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't know why, but I'm running at a low percentage for my internet, just so you guys are aware. I just wanted everybody else is on like 90 something and I'm like 60 something, which is weird. But just in case I get kicked off, I just wanted you guys to know that's probably why. Either that,
let's take the show over. Don't worry.
that's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. So I wanted to tell you guys about this weird thing that I saw recently. So the Vatican put out guidelines on apparitions.
Whoa.
I haven't read anything like too much into it, but I've been seeing it a lot lately and I don't have my other computer. I usually have my other computer with me, and I brought it downstairs for some reason so that I could look stuff up. But I don't know. Are they saying that apparitions are real now? Is that where we're going? Because we know that the Catholics kind of believe more in like spirituality kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, like demonic possession, stuff like that. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Not only that, like the Vatican's taking like a hard left too when it comes to that, and then with like the new Pope talking about our UFO alien brothers coming down and all that. So it's
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he? I didn't see that.
And that's why
interesting.
That's where I thought you were going with it. But
the Vatican's really freaking weird to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially with all them. Oh yeah, dude, like the and they got like the Smithsonian.
Yes.
Underneath that,
yeah.
And I have a couple of theories too about the Catholic Church or the Vatican or whatever coming out with that as well, because I question that a lot, and I like to keep an open mind with the paranormal stuff. I totally believe in it, but I do wonder if there's different realms we're dealing with, and that's what we're seeing. If that makes sense.
I feel like there's part of me that feels like Tucker Carlson is controlled opposition. Like he's just he's meant to look like he's on our side, and he's not.
Yeah.
Like he got catapulted way too quickly on this stuff. So 2 to 3 doses of
get the hell out of here with that crap. Hell no.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They're fucking so small.
Oh my god.
They're already getting pumped up with stuff from those ages already for just to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not only that, like their whole like Pedialyte and all this food intake they take. It's just dude. They're just trying to make our kids dumber, weaker, relying on the government, health problems. Just keep that money machine rolling, and for us just to be controlled. That's all it is, man.
We're gonna recall this because it's giving people myocarditis and blood clots, but we're gonna update the guideline because we want the 6-month-olds to get it.
Well, yes, because they've put it on the federal vaccine schedule.
Oh my god!
And that always happens whenever they're trying to run it through what's called the Vaccines for Children program, which is Medicaid based. So state insurance based, and then
oh my god,
when it hits the state insurance base, then they put it on the federal vaccine schedule.
The cleaning products you use, the shampoo, the deodorants, the food. I mean, just everything anymore is just got poison in it. And it's like, so then they turn around and give you these vaccines, and it's like, how do you escape?
Well, that, like I said, just like we're going back to Janet, the only way you can do that is, just straight up, just be holistic, grow your own crops, team up
Yep.
with people that are like-minded like you. You know, meet a guy who's a farmer who butchers his own cows and who feeds them right. You know,
And make
Right.
your make
that's
your
the only way.
own products, because you
Yep.
can make like your own shampoo,
So
deodorant, cleaning fluids, like all kinds of stuff. You can actually make your own in a holistic manner that doesn't involve the chemicals. And when you like change your diet and alter, especially when you cut out sugar,
Right.
you won't feel the need for sugar anymore. You won't,
I've
because
heard that.
especially if you're eating like meats and you're focusing on meat and
Right.
eggs because they're high protein, which is
Right.
what your body needs to heal in the first place and regenerate
Yep.
Right.
cells. If you're eating high amounts of protein, you're not going to want those snacks because you're going to get
Right.
full faster, and you're not
Okay.
going to have the bloating and the upset stomach and the gas and the weight gain and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. And it's
I
going to
love
fix
that.
it's going to fix your gut, I promise you. I don't, and like the weight comes off, your stomach rebalances. It also works on hormones. It fixes any hormonal issues because, you know, the age thing. I can say that
Ooh-wee.
because I'm older than you are. But those, you know, like
What?
yeah,
You
I
don't
am.
look it.
I am. I promise you.
Damn.
He's 80 years old.
And
Okay,
so
so yeah, I want to look hot like Janet then when I'm fucking that old.
I drink a lot of water and iced tea. Not sweet tea,
Okay.
just regular iced tea. But I make my own.
Okay.
I blend my own tea too.
It's all such a big circle. Like the whole thing. Every conspiracy leads to another conspiracy to another
Right.
conspiracy. You know, and
It's
then
all
they're not even
connected.
conspiracies. You know? And so then you go to, they started in school. They got a hold of our children. You know what I mean? They dumbed them down. They made it, they started giving them processed foods. Then they made them leave all these lies. I mean, it's just so compounded that it's almost mind-boggling of how do we get back to, or I say back to because I don't think we've ever been fully normal, but like how do we get the message across to people without people thinking we're fucking nuts? You know, like, hey, they're poisoning us. Oh my God, you know, it's only been the
Yeah, look,
last
One
you,
person at a
you,
time.
Right.
yeah,
sorry.
we're only gonna reach somebody who's ready to take the
Right. Hear 'em.
Right.
to hear it.
To
Yeah.
listen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody
Right.
who's already like starting to like look into the stuff, or they're starting to be like, there's
Right.
something weird up, and then they hear somebody like
Right.
Janet, Drew, or I, or you, or say something, and then they're like, you know what? You have a point there, and then they start looking into it,
Right.
and then and then they start telling people, and then they're gonna get the same treatment that we've had,
Right.
where their friends start falling off, and then they only have the people like us. Like I've made
Right.
many more friends through the
Yeah.
podcast in itself. I mean, Drew's basically my brother right now, and like it's just everybody's been amazing. You know what I mean? And
Right.
the more
Yeah.
people I talk to, I mean, in some not everybody's gonna believe 100% everything that we all believe,
Right.
but they're open to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Get
that's
some
all we
thinking.
can do is just tell our side, tell the truth,
Right.
and you know the people who are open to it are going to receive it.
Because now it's like if we get on and like I was telling you before, like on my own podcast, like I get nervous as shit because I'm new at it.
Yeah.
But sitting here, it's like I've known you guys forever. It's just like so natural to talk and hang out, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's the way
but
it's
then
supposed
just
to be.
learning new stuff, you know, yeah,
Exactly.
and that feeling of unity because for a while there, you know, I've always had a kind of a conspiracy mind. I've always been really different, and Kevin, I told you all about this. I've always felt like such an outsider and like I didn't fit in anywhere. And like nobody liked me, you know, and I'm sure it wasn't true. I'm sure people did like me, but I felt like they always thought I was weird. And
Yeah. You
so
felt like you were isolated.
I like weirdos,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you're
yeah.
welcome
And
at
I
my
definitely
place
was
anytime. Yeah. I
Not
don't.
only that, too,
I don't
like what she was
the
saying.
cookie cutter, run of the mill. Everybody's the same. I like
Yep.
unique people.
Right.
Well, not only that too, like with all like unique people, they all offer gifts. Just like Janet, right? She
Yeah.
offers the gifts of knowledge when it comes to holistic living and stuff like that.
Right.
And you with the whole UFO thing, and then Kevin with certain things. I look at the whole
Right.
conspiracy and all that stuff as like a whole giant body, right? Some people are the head, some people's the right arm, some people are the feet,
Yeah.
the legs, whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And everybody,
love
we're all on the
that.
same team, and we all bring everything in together, and it all leads to the same ending of it, you know.
Everybody's
like,
got a job to do.
Exactly.
And
That's
everybody's
right.
job is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, and I love that. And
All right, guys, that is the show for today. So, real quick, I'm just going to have everybody remind you who they are and where you can find them. So, Erin, if you don't mind telling everybody where they can find you and all that.
all right, everybody. Yep, I'm Erin with Patriot Paranormal, and you can find me pretty much at Patriot Paranormal on any social media. I only do the Instagram because I break everything, so they don't let me do anything else. And then I also. And I'm always in Facebook jail, so they're like, you're not allowed to touch it. Nope. So I'm like, I have to stay away from everything. Instagram's the only thing I'm allowed to do. But I love it because it's where I've met all my favorite fucking friends. And The Lighter Side of Paranormal is my podcast, and you can find all the goofiness there every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central, I think, something like that. Just look it up. But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Janet, if you don't mind reminding everybody who you are and where they can find you.
absolutely. I am Deplorable Janet from Deplorable Nation Podcast, available on all podcast platforms, plus on Rumble. You can find me on Instagram at Deplorable Janet or on Twitter at No Janet, KNOW.
Noise. And Drewski, if you don't mind reminding everybody who you are and where they can find you as well, sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Drewski. You guys can find me on YouTube, Cryptid Warfare. You guys can find us on Instagram, Cryptid Warfare, and then on Facebook, Cryptid Warfare. So, and you guys can write me up on an email. That's cryptidwarfare@gmail.com. So that's where you can find me at. There you go.
Nice. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming on the show today. Thank you to everybody who is listening and who are Patreon members. If you enjoy the preview, please check out the membership. That'd be great. But if you don't, not the end of the world, because I'm still going to have these conversations regardless of you paying me for them. So
Let's get weird. Let's get weird. I had to do that. Man. I'm sorry. I love that intro.
Me too. Me too. So, with that being said, remember, everybody, question everything and stay weird.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.
Because in the end, none of us have very long on this earth. Life is fleeting. And if you're ever distressed, cast your eyes to the summer sky. When the stars are strung across the velvety night, and when a shooting star streaks through the blackness, turning night into day, make a wish.